Aries, welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for April. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out at any point in time. This message may or may not be for you. Aries, you need to just breathe. I don't know what is going on with you, Aries, but you need to take a deep breath. You need to calm yourself. You need to center yourself. You need to breathe. First and foremost, Aries, keep in mind this is for any major placement, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So if the message doesn't resonate, check your other signs and placements. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It helps to grow the channel. Like the videos, comment on the videos. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know if you enjoy the content that I put out there. But we're going to jump into it, Aries. We're going to see what needs to come through. I'm starting off with the Crystal Stone deck. But I just feel like you just need to calm down, Aries. I don't know. Maybe this is just bigger than just Aries. Maybe this is the whole collective that needs to see this. But we get rewrite your code. I'm shown rainbows. I'm being shown rainbows. And so this is about diving into your dreams. I feel almost like a Knight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy combined. And so are you up all night worrying about something? I feel with Scolecite, there's like a super heavy vibe around you. And I do feel at nighttime. So at nighttime, I think, is when things kind of creep in and you overthink something, Aries. You might want to sip some chamomile tea before bed, maybe some lavender essential oils on a bracelet or something. It's definitely this energy of needing to recognize where you need to get more sleep. I do feel you're rewriting some thought patterns to maybe get to the next level. And so in order to do that, though, we do have to break down an old thought process, which is the energy of being up all night. So something I feel also is coming about, reaching full circle. So it's this energy of like bursting a bubble as well. So with bismuth on the other side, you're rewriting something here. So I do feel something's kind of burned out here. A cycle has reached completion, maybe where you were discontent and bored. This connection has likely caused some type of an awakening. I feel a crystalline light body activation. And I do feel maybe this has created almost like a psychedelic influence, almost like a spiritual psychosis influence. So like, what do you want to swallow? The red pill or the blue pill? What do you want to do? Do you want to fall in line with the hundreds of millions of people and just swallow it back, lie on your back and take it? Or do you want to swallow a different pill and get rid of these gray thought patterns? So interesting. Aries, let's get into it. Let's go a little further. Let's get some more of these messages. Messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Please feel free to check out the join button. There is now an option to join the channel membership. So if you'd like to be a channel membership, I go over there every Thursday at noon. I go live. We do card pulls. We do Ascension chats. If you'd like to be a channel member, check it out. There's also an option to book a reading with me. If you would like to book a reading with me, feel free. 333 on the timer. And we get serpentine. And so there is some type of awakening, kundalini awakening. So maybe even just an awakening to your true spiritual self. We've got a lot of Aries energy playing out. And so I do feel like a releasing of some stuck energy. I do feel a release of some old beliefs. There's definitely a crystalline activation, a serpentine, kundalini activation. I feel on the precipice of a new start. You're in need of a fresh start. And so when this serpentine energy crystal arrives in your life, it does say it's an invitation to rip off the Band-Aid, to go into some core wound and release any lingering trauma. We get rhodochrosite. And so this is really about softening the heart. You're definitely, there's that energy. Breathe through your heart. It's almost like a purge and you can't catch your breath. So I do feel I'm likely talking to an Aries that's been grieving, or you're really needing to grieve. And so maybe you've recently had a major loss, whether a relationship expired or you lost a loved one, or maybe just this old, outdated idea of self, like an ego death, a shedding. It's very heavy. It's feeling very out out of shape, bent out of shape, brokenhearted. I want to remind you, Aries, that you will 5:05 on the timer. So there's some type of divine intervention going on. I do want to remind you, Aries, it's okay to feel all of your feelings. No matter how painful your heart hurts, it's okay to feel all of your feelings. Be gentle with yourself. It will pass. The pain always passes. Nothing lasts forever. Everything is changing, okay? Nothing is permanent. So I just want to remind you, you will absolutely love again. You will love again when you're ready, when it's time. And then we get the emerald. So follow the yellow brick road. Are you going to the Emerald City? So I do feel like you are restructuring an entire belief system. You are rewriting your code. You're rewriting your destiny. And I do feel like states of transcendence here. So I feel after purges of a ball and chain type energy, states of transcendence. Definitely somebody had a chain over your heart. Maybe you've been just clinging to somebody, waiting for them to put a ring on it or something of the sort. But I feel you've got some challenges to face ahead. And I think maybe you've lost the courage to just put yourself out there. But I do feel like you're releasing somebody. I think you held on because you just wanted to love somebody and you just wanted to be loved. But you are going in this energy of like, it's like a total renewal, total refresh, limitless heart energy. So definitely point your heart towards grace. You might need to forgive somebody here, Aries. And then we get black tourmaline on the bottom of the deck. And below that is the diamond. And so I think you're like in a pressurized state of grit to shine bright like a diamond. And so I feel like major loss for sure. So I think maybe you're learning to establish boundaries, energetic boundaries, emotional boundaries, physical boundaries. I feel somebody here might have tried to taint your reputation. Somebody might be acting really crazy, so you need to put a boundary up. I do feel you could be dealing with an emotional vampire or somebody that, you know, like to get their hands in your pockets and take from you, but never really gave anything back. Could be dealing with like a malignant narcissist, just somebody that sucks you dry, right? And then likes to bring you down because there may be a coward deep down inside. So protect yourself, protect your light, shine your light, right? Beam your light and heal your heart is a big message. So let's jump in with the tarot. We're going to pull 9 cards, Aries. We're going to see what else needs to come through for you. Oh yeah, see that heavy, heavy, heavy heart. And so I just want to say no love is ever lost. Right? So don't sit in the energy of guilt, shame, regret, worry. I do feel like a major shift in consciousness, right? About maybe what relationships and love is. Scorpio energy likes to hold on and cling, right? They don't like change. And so Scorpio has deep, deep fixed emotions and like Mars energy. So there's like a heavy masculine energy. Maybe you're learning to heal your own inner masculine. Maybe you're healing from a father wound. But let's do 9 cards and let's see what needs to come through for my Aries collective. We get the Hermit, so you could be dealing with a Virgo. We get the Page of Cups in reverse. So this is like deep emotional exploration. A major heart purge, deep emotional exploration. So definitely an inner journey. You're being called to bring it inward because you are healing codependencies. I think healing self-worth issues. The Empress in reversed, the Page of Swords in reversed, healing communication issues. Something about a deep inner child wound. Look at that. The 5 of Wands in reversed. Oh, thankfully we get an upright card. So this is good. Where you're going is an upright position with the 3 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So it's like, what I want to say is don't avoid this emotional exploration. Walk right through it. Walk right through the emotional pain. And I do feel maybe this is connected to, well, I think it is connected to love. So I just walk straight through the emotional pain. Look at dead in the eyes. So I do think you're crying over somebody that really didn't have any staying power. Okay, and so just walk right through the fire. I think right now you're not sure which way to go. You might be feeling lost. Maybe you've recently lost a job. or maybe you've recently lost some type of stability with the Eight of Coins. I think you're not sure which direction to go to build a sense of self-worth or stability with the Queen of Coins. And so you need to work on getting grounded. I do think you want to be stable. You want to be grounded. And there is a fresh start here. But I do think you can no longer work on a connection that I think at one point in time you thought was a life partnership or somebody that was going to be a life partner. I don't think they were willing to put a ring on it. Could be dealing with a Venus and Scorpio. But I just feel like maybe you've wasted a lot of time on a situation. Maybe you've waited around 7 years for somebody to put a ring on it. And I don't think they ever had any staying power. So I think a recognition of this, finding your determination and your fuel to recognize this truth and to walk straight through the darkness. So I just feel you're learning to reestablish a sense of self-worth. So there could be a child that exposes something, but I feel like you're in this moment of pause. It's almost like information overload too, and so there's a need to just center yourself and calm yourself before really walking through this. So I feel you're in the midst of a major heart purge. And there's a need to seek out some more information here. 11:22, Aries on the timer. So let's clarify the Empress reverse. So there might be a need to reevaluate a home situation. So we get the Moon energy, the King of Cups in reverse, and we get the Emperor in reverse. So there's just like emotional overload. This is just so heavy is all I have to say. Like it just feels so heavy. So I feel like a wake-up call. I still feel like there's some type of an illusion of maybe this could work. And so some state of denial needs to be walked through. I don't see it going back to anything. I do see you learning to go your own way and understanding like the worst is over. There's no coming back from this. Is what I heard. There's no coming back from this. There's a need to walk away. I do feel you stayed stuck on this for a long time, waiting for somebody to reciprocate. There's a lack of reciprocation. 12:21. Somebody here was like a mirroring soul for you. And so what you saw in them was in you. And so I feel like a need to stop chasing something is what it feels like, and to allow a completion of a lesson. Do not let pride stand in the way. Do not let pride stand in the way. I do feel like there's a need to understand all facets of this lesson before you can go towards this new beginning. So you might be feeling like you're withheld from maybe taking action towards what it is you want to work on and grow as an Empress. But like it's almost like you're being held back because there's a need to recenter yourself because you're walking through it. So it's like a fall from grace. And so there's a need to just embody spiritual strength as you walk through the lesson. So let's take a look at the Three of Wands, because this is kind of where you're going. I don't think anything's passed you by that's meant for you if you're worried about that. You're breaking a trauma bond is what it feels like. So I do feel there's a need to recognize where you need to instill boundaries. This is like master number 33 coming through. So you're mastering a lesson. You're no longer going to get duped. You're no longer going to fall for instant gratification and lust. You're breaking those chains. You're breaking the chains. You're defending yourself. And I do feel you do want a new emotional experience, but you're moving on from people that don't have the capacity to mature, right? A Knight of Cups, he's your love bomber. He comes in, he's going to love you up, but he doesn't have emotional staying power, right? And so somebody here, I feel, had no emotional staying power. Maybe this is a connection, since high school, right? These are like teenagers. And so walk in the walk, walk in the path, ascending, transcending. And so point your heart towards grace. With Saturn and Pisces, I do feel you're learning the lesson of spiritual growth. You're advocating for yourself, and you are going towards a tranquil place. You're gearing towards pointing your heart towards balance and grace. You're learning the lesson of reciprocity. And so there's a need to move on from somebody that has a mask of steel. And I feel maybe somebody that changes their masks constantly to get what they want from you. And so it's been like a passionate back and forth. And that's what keeps you stuck, right? In this state of emotional distress and discomfort. And so I feel there's no more working on this, though. You're dealing with somebody that knows how to manipulate you. And so I think you're consciously choosing to walk right through it and recognize this so you can break free from a pattern. We're going to get a spiritual journey oracle message. You could be dealing with any of the fixed signs. I see Cancer, I see Pisces, I see Taurus, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn. Could be dealing with a Leo. Definitely could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. But let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aries. Oh my God. Shine your light. So I do feel you're assisting somebody or you're going through an awakening. Give me a second here, Aries. Let me get that card. I do feel you're going through an awakening. And I do feel this is connected to your purpose. So you might need to find a guide. So just follow the signs and the sinks. That kind of stayed on the table. So you are in the midst of a profound transformation. You are in the midst of an awakening. You might need to seek some assistance or some guidance or some healing. But like anything that is not aligned with this awakening and you stepping into living consciously is definitely leaving your life. So make the choice or the choice will be made for you. We're going through eclipse energy again. So be ready for a lot of external things to play out according to divine and just stay balanced. So like you're concluding a very powerful lesson. So I think get ready for a lesson to conclude on the horizon. So watch for the signs and the sinks, Aries. And that's what I got. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out the description box below, Aries, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks.